his face.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to SPR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loziak. He's Mike Brenner. We are the Odds Couple. March Madness is back officially. It's a Sweet 16 today. We've only got 4 Sweet 16 games. We got 5 NBA games. March Madness is pretty crazy. Yesterday, Mike Brenner, on the Illinois-Chicago game, once again, just like the Richmond game, I nailed the first half under, but then the second half went way over. That's kind of a pattern that I'm going to keep in mind. And we nailed Wyoming yesterday, but got burned on UT Arlington. So definitely wackiness all over the
Illinois,
place. Illinois,
UCF dominated. Pete, it was one of them rough days for me all around. But you know what? My God, what do? You get up and quit.
Well, the good news is we've been doing this thing. I'll hold it up here. The brackets thing with uwager.eu.
Thanks to our friends there. They sponsored this.
Yeah, so I gave 16 picks in the first round, went 9-7 ATS, and then gave 8 picks in the second round, went 6-2 ATS.
Damn,
so
pistol Pete.
I've got my 4 picks here, and I guess I'll just go over them. And my overall record in college basketball this year, again, 3 years ago, I won it all at covers or whatever. But this year's been definitely spotty. But I'll tell you what, I like the picks that I've got for this round. Kansas team total over, I gave it 80.5. It's now actually moved up to 81, but I like that one. Oregon team total over. It's like I feel like this one, either the game goes under, but Oregon covers easily and they get over 73 on the team total, or maybe they lose, but but the whole game goes over and they still go over. So I like those two team totals, Kansas and Oregon team total overs. And I took Baylor minus 165, which was a little bit of a pussy move not to take minus 3.5. But
hey, little money line, nothing wrong.
I think that much like Xavier, South Carolina played a little bit over their heads in beating Marquette and Duke, even though I got burned on both of those. But I think that Baylor gets the Elite Eight. Wow. And then I took the Butler UNC first half under 72, which is in line with how things are going. That game might soar over in the second half, but I think the first half, Butler's going to try to slow the pace down as much as they can.
I don't think they're going to have.
I think that in the second half, UNC might open up the pace, but the Butler's going to try to slow it down in the first half for sure.
That's got to be their game plan coming out. It's got to be if they have any hopes whatsoever.
And I am on the first half under 72 on that one. So those are my 4 picks with this UWager 90 bracket. 7-2 ATS in my picks in the first.
Yeah, he's had a good feel on those team totals. I like that angle. Yeah. Hey, what do you think about a team total tonight for? And again, just throwing this out there, UCLA. Have you thought about a team total?
Well, that's actually on Friday, Mike Brenner.
Okay, I know that.
But I can tell you that I actually I did bet that one on the over for sort of similar reasons. It's kind of like maybe the game goes under, but UCLA blows them out and the team total goes over, or maybe they lose outright, but the game soars over and they go over the team total anyway. So yeah, I'm on.
He's on a roll. Here he is. It's March Madness.
I did bet that. I did bet that.
Yeah, I like them. I think they're going to get it.
And that one was not a huge. It was 82.5 when I bet it, so not some kind of massive number there. Yeah,
because Kentucky can't slow anybody down like that. I don't believe.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the South Carolina game though. I think it's going to be interesting, buddy.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I definitely am going to take a shot with Baylor. Although again, I did.
Oh, that trigger.
How about that?
You guys are on opposite sides of that game.
Yeah.
You're on South Carolina?
Oh, yeah, I took South Carolina.
Really?
Plus
okay. Okay, well, we could easily both cash that one.
Yeah, we could. That's a split one.
Yeah, so let me see. Let me just review. Let me get my notes here. And, where the hell is this? Where the hell is it?
That's the wrong folder.
Where the hell is it?
You got so many notes. I don't know how you read all that shit.
I like the end of the little, I don't know.
Oh, the trailer?
Little trailer you
he goes, you really read all that shit?
Yeah.
I had no idea they were still taping.
If you look at the game against USC, right? Now Baylor beat USC, but USC shot way better, right? They shot way better from 3, from the line, from everywhere, and Baylor still won by 4. So
did they out-rebound them?
Yeah, Baylor killed them on the board.
On the board,
so baby. It's just that like you might see something similar here, where even if and South Carolina is way less reliable offensively than USC. So I'm seeing this as a little bit similar to what was the other game where this happened, where I can't remember from the round of 32, but
I know which one you're talking about though.
There was one favorite that blew him out. I don't know. Anyway, the point is that I'm liking Baylor. And I did make him as one of my official picks here, but I took him on the money line. Guys asked me about Zags and the Zags under, and as I said from the beginning, that despite the extra input that we got from Joe Gavazzi yesterday, that is just a 10-foot pole game for me. The total on that one, interestingly, has gotten bet up. So the market, it opened at 146.5. Now it's up to 149 or 149.5. So yeah, I could still see the game going over or under easily, and also Gonzaga is now up to 3.5. So
I had a -3 on my bracket.
Yeah,
it's up to 3.5 now.
That's up to 3.5 now. I mean, if I had to, if I had to make a pick on this game right now, I would take the Zags on the spread. As far as the total is concerned, I wouldn't touch it at all. Would not touch it all. But if someone did like the under, I certainly wouldn't talk them off of it. I'm just personally not going to take it.
All right, both me and Tony Grub on Facebook want to know about Michigan tonight.
Oh, buddy, I'm rolling with the blue. I'm rolling with the blue. You know, what's that line sitting at now?
It's still hanging around just -1. Yeah.
Okay.
So no notable money is coming in Oregon. I already talked about how I liked the first half under on that one, and of course I also like the Oregon team total over at 73.
What was that first half number for the under?
Well, it opened at the over. It opened at 69, and it's since gotten bet up to 69.5. So
I think they're both going to come out quick. Early. But
so I'm liking the first half over, and as far as the spread's concerned, if you gave me a free bet, I would take Oregon, and I did bet. I just took Oregon on the team total over instead of taking them on any kind of spread.
Okay.
Someone's asked about what about Michigan doing outright? Too much momentum could easily happen. Tom A. That's why I took Oregon on the team total.
I tell you, I think those guys are playing like they're just national champions. They believe they can win it all, and that coach is doing a great job. But you know, you got a good coach on the other side of the ball there as well. And
they're definitely. Oh, that's what I was thinking about, the Kansas-Michigan State game.
Okay.
I was thinking that the Richmond game might look a little bit. The Baylor game might look a little bit like the Kansas-Michigan State game, where
I knew you'd find that. I knew we would break it down.
Does out-rebound Michigan. You're right, Aces.
I think so. I think so too. I think on the perimeter is where they're going to win.
Yeah.
Got to get hot on the perimeter.
Stay
hot.
Oregon and Michigan's defense is also not necessarily. I mean, it's been a lot better, but they could have a breakdown. If they probably won't, but they could. So
the Big Ten championship team, that second half showed me that they do have to play defense.
Absolutely.
But it's still in general, I feel like rebounding is more a reliable game to game than defense. But listen, I'm on the friggin' I'm on the Oregon team total over 73. That's my play. First half over, and that's about it.
Arizona in the first half. I like it.
Oh, I like that too. I got that yesterday, Pete. Remember
you added it at -4. Yep.
I think this is going to be a blowout. I really do. I think Xavier's going to slip into what the pattern they were in about midway through the season. It was really consistent up and down. There was no true leader on the field, and their turnover to assist ratio was horrible. And I think Arizona is going to exploit that again. And they're playing really good ball right now. I think this could be a blowout. Yeah,
and that line, interestingly, hasn't moved much. I mean, it took an early jump from 7 to 7.5, but other than that, not much movement on that one. So as far as line movements are concerned, some interesting movements. The West Virginia Gonzaga line got bet up to 3.5. The West Virginia, the total got bet up to 149.5. And the Kansas Purdue game has seen some interesting line moves. Obviously, it was 5 earlier in the week. Then it took a solid market-wide move up to 5.5. And then just earlier today, it took a solid market-wide move back down to 5. So
I would. One of our questions. Claudia wants to know, how do we feel about Purdue at 5?
You probably asked her.
Claudio, not Claudia.
Oh, okay. That was Claudio's game. Maddie set it up. Okay.
Well, again, this is one where, again, like the Oregon-Michigan game, I took the team total over for Kansas at 80.5. I don't particularly want to take them at -5. I don't particularly want to take the full game over at 157, but I combine them, and I do like the Kansas team total over. Yeah.
I'm liking Kansas on the half in the game. Tune into the college basketball show today. I know Swanigan and that other big guy underneath, they're going to be tough to deal with, but I just don't think that Purdue's going to be able to stop the perimeter game of Kansas. And I just think their bench is too deep.
Yeah.
I really like that. That's the two games I think could be a little awkward and could be, they could be blowouts by double digits. That's my opinion. I may be wrong by a guy because I've been wrong a hell of a lot lately.
Yeah. I mean, that feels like a game where it could easily, look like it's going to cover one way, and then in the last minute or two, cover the other way. Again,
What's the first half total on that game? Pete
it's about 74.5 or 75. That one, I'm telling you, I'm just taking Kansas team total over. You don't want to get picks on every which way and everything, and so yeah. Tom A mentioning perhaps Big Ten is being undervalued. Can Purdue pull the outright win? Yeah, of course they can. I mean, from the beginning. One thing I got right in this tournament was Wisconsin. So yeah, as far as the Big Ten in general being undervalued, maybe yes. I mean, it's still a small sample size, but I don't know. I'm thinking that Kansas and the Michigan and Purdue, that Purdue and Michigan are going to go down. I am kind of liking Wisconsin though, so we'll see.
Matty, he's talking about the blue going down.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look.
You know what?
Excited to be where we're at.
That's right. Nobody expected him to be there. That's for damn sure.
I mean, they were minutes away from not making a tournament
I
at all.
know it. And that's what makes them, I think, even more dangerous. They were that close. I think that makes them that much more dangerous.
Well, that's what they made a few years ago. They weren't as low ranked before they got in at all, but they were not expected to make that Final Four run. They did.
How about Westbrook? It's another triple dozen and says, I'm going to do it perfect. 6 for 6, 6 for 6.
Yeah. And moving to the NBA tonight, we've got some interesting stuff because Phoenix and Brooklyn, two teams that are mathematically eliminated, but
playing strong.
Phoenix,
Spoilers.
I think at some point though, Phoenix playing all those youngsters. Same thing with the Lakers. At some point, maybe not this week, maybe not next week, but at some point, there's going to be a stretch of games where I think Phoenix and the Lakers are both undervalued when the market adjusts and when the youngsters, start picking it up a little bit.
I think so too.
But Phoenix has lost 5 in a row, ATS. So they are definitely getting pounded into submission recently.
And I think I think the young guys are getting tired, Pete. Starts wearing them out.
Yes.
Now you want some coffee? Yeah. Okay, he's wearing it. Yeah.
Oh my God. Day I wear white.
It is. That was white. That was a major spill. Clean up aisle 7. Clean up aisle 7. You know what though, Pete? I'm going to tell you. I think there's another team going to start picking up some steam, and I really am looking forward to seeing how. I mean, Portland made that when they got Joseph Newton, however you pronounce it. I think that's going to change some things moving forward. I think they're liable to be a little bit more dangerous than anybody gives them credit for. What do you think of Toronto moving forward, Pete?
I really don't know. That's kind of a really tough one to call because, obviously they're suffering long-term with Lowry. They've been 50-50-ish ATS. They haven't been, I think it's probably a sort of a, pick them in spots kind of situation. I really am kind of, Toronto's a team where I'm tending just not to touch their games at all.
All right.
So, yeah. Okay. We got any other questions? There's not that many games. Probably all the questions we could have are probably rehashing the other.
Who was that? Isan Lin.
Okay.
Lim.
Sorry.
Isan Lin.
Okay.
How do you spell that?
L-I-N.
All right. Isan Lim. Okay. Shout out.
All right. Well, maybe we're done. We got 5 NBA games tonight, 4 college basketball games. Is that it? Any other questions?
But I guarantee you what, Pete, you're still going to be absolutely crunching numbers for tomorrow and everything else. You got a big weekend coming up. Yeah.
That's some good names.
And don't forget to tune into the hockey show today. Puckheads, Dana Lane, all right, 56% on his article picks throughout the whole year with a large sample size. So he's got some edges tonight, and he feels that it's going to be in the total. So make sure you check that out as well.
Okay, is that it?
That's about it.
You got any other questions?
I think Matty's going to have to. He's going to have to go home and change. All right, guys, make sure you tune in and bet responsible, beat your bookie, build that bank. Hashtag AskSBR, and make sure, again, that you check out the odds page. Do yourself a favor and do some line shopping. Thanks again to you, Wager, our friends, for sponsoring that contest that everybody's had a blast with. They got some good lines there.
Sure. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Oh, he wants to recap those picks. All right, my pick. Some guy just last minute has to recap those picks. Okay, again, my picks have been kind of shitty this year, but my 2 team totals I'm liking a Kansas team total over. I got it at 80.5% up to 81. Oregon team total over 73, and those are the only 2 picks for tonight.
I'll tell you what, I like Arizona and Purdue to cover both on the game. Arizona -4, 7.5, and Purdue -5 right now. Swung that down, didn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
5.5. All right, guys, thanks a lot, and shout out to everybody. Thanks for your support. We can't do it without you. Let's go.